Hi Tarot Tribe, it's Stephanie and welcome to day 8 whoop, 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 for the 31 Days of Tarot. And today's prompt is our most worked decks in 2016. So this is probably not going to be any massive surprise to anyone who's been watching my channel for a while or who follows me on the grams or who has had a reading with me. And so yeah, there's probably not going to be an awful lot of shock here for people who who have worked with me, but still nice to share. So my first most worked deck in 2016 is the Druidcraft Tarot. I found since moving my camera, it's actually focusing a lot better. And I am so happy I've upgraded. I've got backlighting, but I've upgraded my front lighting soon, so we won't get this shadow thing, which really annoys me. You know, it's time to upgrade this bitch. It's 2017, for goodness sake. I've got one studio light. I need like a better one. Anyway, getting back to the tarot deck. I love this deck. I trimmed this deck last year. I haven't edged it because I don't have time. I need like a tarot fairy to come and do that for me. I don't have time. But I really like it trimmed, and I liked leaving the little border on there because I just thought aesthetically it's really pretty. Those are my 2 cards for the year. You know, Mr. Worthington's art is just amazing, and I love this deck so much. So this deck is still on my altar, and I still use it all the time. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. The book is really good. It's just on my shelf there. It's a classic as far as I'm concerned. Like, I know it's like the Rider-Waite-Smith. It is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith, and it is the Rider-Waite-Smith is a classic, and as is the Thoth and the Marseille, and the Scarabini and the Golden Tarot. But I would put this as like a modern. I just love it. You know, it's probably just because I'm hella pagan and it speaks to the witch in me, but you can tell it's like all out of order and some of it upside down because I work with it so much. That's the first one. The second one, now I've chosen these because these are the ones I actually do work with the most, and I have them for like this one, the Druidcraft. I'll work with any type of reading. If I'm going to sling cards, I can do any reading with those cards. The second one is the Awakened Soul Oracle deck. Now, if I didn't use my own deck, I feel like that would be a bit of a problem. You've probably seen this all over the show, on social media, and you've probably seen my unboxing and all that kind of jazz, but I use it all the time for readings and for my own personal work. So that's also on my altar. I actually have one of the bonuses of having, when you go through a larger publisher, I had quite a few samples sent out to me. So I've got one copy here, I got one copy on my altar, and another one just in case I need to send out replacement cards to people. So I'm pretty lucky that way. The next one, and this is going to be in heavy use today because after these recordings I have got some Orosoma readings to do, and they are some of my favourite. The Orosoma Tarot, this is a big chunky one, and I keep this in order because of the fact that this is a heavily used working deck. So for my purpose, life and spiritual purpose readings, I keep these in order, and I have the deck with the bottles on the back. And I think at some point during 2017 I'm going to, so beautiful. Just makes me want to cuddle my baby. I'm probably going to get another copy of this deck just so that I have, isn't she beautiful? The Return of the High Priestess. Artemis. Another copy of this because I'm using it so much that, you know, at some point it's going to get a little bit drab. I'm getting a lot of pinks. The 70s have got a lot of pinks in them. Let's see if I can show you some more. I use this all the time. And the artwork is divine. I love it so much. Oh, it would help if I had selected the right... Oh, I can't change it. You may not be able to hear this because the stupid computer did not... well, actually, I'm stupid. Didn't recognise that I'd put in the my microphone. So I'm sorry if this is really not very loud. Please don't send a million messages of saying, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I'll just have to talk really loud and piss off my neighbours. So this is the Aura-Soma Tarot, and I use it every day pretty much when I have a reading day. It's used a lot. So those decks that I use nearly every day, and I'll be using this nearly every day in 2017 as well, are like right by my reading space and right by my, either on my altar or my reading space ready to go. The next one is my go-to, and you would have seen this a number of times in videos, and if you've had a love reading with me at any time, you probably have had this sucker too, the exquisite Victorian Romantic Tarot by Baba Studio. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. For me, it's like stepping into a world of romance and just beauty and that High Priestess. God damn, girl. I love it so much. It is, as it says, perfect for romance readings. I have the Bohemian Gothic tarot too, and that's really pretty. But this one for me is the business when it comes to romance readings. I love it so much. This got a heavy workout, and this was a gift from a lovely tarot member. And I do have a first edition that was actually in storage in Australia, so I'm very lucky that I can keep that, because the first editions, if anyone has those decks from Baba Studios, they don't have the gold lining. The cardstock is thinner, so I'm actually just going to keep that as a collector's, because if I used it, it's like my Dallinoff, my first edition Dallinoff tarot. If I worked with it in any continuous way, it would just get trashed. So I'm glad I have this. I believe is the second edition. Yeah, this is the second edition with many reworked and altered images. So I'm glad I have that so I can work with it in a big way. And then my last one, and again, it's probably not going to be of any surprise to anyone, is my Money Magic deck. I use this every single day. I have, like, if you could see my office space, my recording space, I have my 3 drawers for the day put in where my, let's see, like, it's getting so, now I've had this deck for years, which is why it's looking a little bit worn, so I should probably open up a new pack for myself. I love using it with clients. I love it as a little reminder to get back into flow with money. So today, for example, money went out today. I did upgrade my studio lighting. It wasn't like thousands of dollars, but it was still like, okay, well, I've just spent some money and I have to do that for some other stuff. So it's a nice reminder that it's like money comes and goes, and just to get my vibration back on. And I use it in readings too. So if I'm finding that someone has blocks around money, it's a good tool to use. And I'm working on a program and a workbook with these, because the more I coach people and the more I read for people, the self-worth work is very attached to the way we view money in our money story. So those are the top decks that I used the most in 2016, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much everyone who's joined. It's been amazing again this year. And another reminder, if I've missed your channel, please send me an email at ethany@tarotreadersacademy.com, and I will add you to the list. And I am trying to binge watch everyone's videos as much as possible. And I'll see you all tomorrow.